Blessed love, do give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Kadamawa Haile Selassie the first, the Honorable Priest Isaac here with you, welcoming you into the Tiger's Nest. And what I want to do for this episode, I want to highlight the face in the moon. For years we have been hearing about this face in the moon. There's the face of a man in the moon, and there's this picture in the moon. Some people say that there's a rabbit in the moon. But of course, those of us who are of the Rastafari vibration, we know for sure that the image that you see in the moon is that of Kadamawa Haile Selassie the first. Now, of course, many people are going to disagree, but this is not the agree and disagree show. This is just telling it like it is. Now, of course, you know, you have the different craters in the moon. You have the different seas in the moon, the Sea of Sanity and the Sea of Tranquility, and these different places upon the face of the moon. So because of the shadow and the craters and the different hills and valleys that you find on the moon, you get this impression as if there's a face or faces or different images in the moon. The moon is a mystic thing. Even when the moon is setting, it gives you a different image. It looks like the motherland of Africa. But anyway, the key face in the moon, we'll get to it in a moment, but let me just encourage everyone that is listening to not only subscribe to the YouTube channel. You should just subscribe. And this is another thing, you know. A lot of people subscribe, but I know a lot of people do not turn on their notification button. So make sure your notification button is turned on. So once we go live, once we're premiering, or once we just put something up, you get it right away, especially if we're live or premiering. That is something that you would like to be a part of. So just make sure you not only subscribe, but also put on your notification button as it relates to, you know, Honorable Priest Isaac, the Mystic Vibration, the Shock of the Hour, and of course the Tiger's Nest. And since I mentioned the Shock of the Hour, which is not YouTube really now, this is our nightly radio program. For all of those, especially our international audience, if you have not subscribed to the Shock of the Hour, I would advise that you do subscribe to the Shock of the Hour. All you have to do is send us an email and we'll give you all the details. It is a monthly subscription, and of course the Shock of the Hour will come to you right through your email after the nightly program. Now, the face in the moon. For sure, several years ago, not even several, at least a couple of decades ago, I first came across this comprehension that the face in the moon is Haile Selassie. Now, it took me personally a while to actually see the face. But after seeing the face, when you see this face, it is something that would remain with you forever. Now, listen to me good, eh? We will always speak about a person sees what they want to see. Now, that is reality too, you know. People do see what they want to see. In fact, you would notice that this is not a point that I've used in any of my strong discussions and reasoning on the divinity of Haile Selassie. In the documentary, our first official DVD documentary, our full-length documentary, which is The Master of Ceremonies. That is right here on the YouTube, The Master of Ceremonies. At the end of The Master of Ceremonies, for those who watch it carefully, you would see we make that connection with the moon, the face in the moon, and the picture of Haile Selassie with that military cap. And it is clear. In fact, at the end of the documentary known as 7, where we go into the divinity of King Emanuel Charles Edwards. Oh yeah, we do the same thing, for there's an impression of the Honorable King Emanuel in the moon. So you can see the moon. As I said, you see all the dark spots. And it's obvious that some spots are darker than some. Some areas are darker than the other. But then now there's an area that when you look at a specific picture of Haile Selassie the first, and you mark out that area in the moon, you see the face, you see the beard, you see the cap, you even see the badge. Look at it, clear as crystal. And what is more powerful now, from you realize that when you literally see the real moon, not on YouTube, and it hits you, because I've shown this to many people, in fact, people that are not Rastafari, and they see it for themselves because it is something that is extremely clear. Now again, obviously belief is going to make somebody say, I don't believe that, I don't want to see that and nothing. But they say there's a face on Mars. They say there's a face on Mars. A few years ago, they came, I saw it on CNN, they said there's this image that you can see in the sun. Can you imagine that? And this is just a natural thing. Don't they have constellations in the heavens that look like people, that look like animals? That's why they call the zodiac belt the zodiac belt. The zoo, zodiac and zoo, animals, you know, fish and whales and scorpions and bulls and cattle and ox and crabs. And you see all of that. And as I said, the Orion constellation, Gemini twins, the water carrier Aquarius, and all of these constellations literally look like what they are referred to as. So that's the hand of the Creator. So it is nothing miraculous that there is an image in the moon. It's nothing to lose your mind off of. It's just reality. You know, even islands and countries, some of them have specific shapes. Look at Africa. Look like the shape of a man, of the shape of a woman with her head wrapped, or a man with his pipe. You know, any which way you want to turn it, because Aquarius is both male and female. This is a deep vibration according to the age. So the point is, it is nothing spooky to see an image in the moon portraying a message back to you. To me, it only makes sense. Now, the argument may be exactly what is that image? Whose face is really in the moon? But to me, from the time you've been watching this, I think it is obvious that it is clearly Haile Selassie that seems to be this outstanding figure in the moon. And why I say outstanding, because you could also see the portrayal of the Black Christ, the Honorable King Emanuel Charles Edwards. And what is outstanding with this one, you see the eyes and the nose, and you see the beard, you even see the turban. And you may say, but it looks crude. What do you mean it looks crude? Have you ever seen the Orion constellation? It's almost 20 bright stars just dotted across the sky, like how we used to draw stick men. Yeah? Come on, how crude can you get? What are you looking for? Picasso or some? How crude can you get? But the point I'm making here is that if you look at the structure of the face that we are saying is King Emanuel in the moon, you'll notice it has this slight boomerang kind of shape there, you know, going as it comes lower down to the jaw, the bottom chin area, it goes a bit to the left of, let's say, the figure that is looking at you. But that sort of dimension or shape is the exact, shape of the Honorable King Emanuel Charles Edwards' face, to be honest. It actually has that curve that you see the face in the moon has, is the same curve that the Honorable Prince Emanuel Charles Edwards has. So this is just my rendition here. I'm not using this to try to, convince no one. I just said, let me just, express this. I mean, I'm sure there are many, many people that will appreciate or love even seeing this. And I think this is a good time for me to remind you, the heavens do declare the glory. And remember, we have the Cosmic Series available. The Cosmic Series, for those who do not know, the Cosmic Series is a 4-part video lecture series. 4-part, 4 episodes. Video lectures, that means PowerPoint presentations that we have presented and prepared and presenting to you. Actually bringing astronomy and theology together. The heavens declare the glory. We go into the same zodiac belt. We go into the movements of the sun, moon, and the planets as it relates to the zodiac belt. We go into the creation of the black hole and how it directly relates to the woman and the woman of creation. In fact, as I said before, the Cosmic Series has been prepared in a university style fashion, as if a professor is giving you a lecture, and that is the truth. So in other words, we're coming with facts. We're not just talking. It's not a motivational vibes. It's facts and evidence as well to prove that astronomy and theology really goes together. So definitely make sure you get your copy of the full Cosmic series. It's 4 parts, 4 video lectures. Each part obviously over an hour because we have to go into depths. This is something you should definitely have for your whole family. Definitely your children can gain from this. The information and the inspiration is definitely worth it. So yeah, man, the face in the moon, and as you're doing that as well, of course, make sure you get a copy of the book, The Biblical Land of Israel, the true biblical land of Israel. All of these are e-products, e-book and e-videos, the true biblical land of Israel. And even for your young ones, the kings and queens of Africa, which was prepared by the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge, the young Princess Acacia Menin, the young Prince Almasi, the Institute of Holistic Knowledge, going into the great kings of Africa. And as I said, it has been designed in such a way that even it has e-videos literally connected to it within the e-book. So that is something that your child would definitely full joy. So do give thanks again for your presence. Of course, all you have to do is email us and get all the information that you need to get. And of course, become a subscriber to the Shock of the Hour. Give thanks for your presence with us. We always like to say it takes some realize to realize that are amongst us. And of course, if you know your Bible and you do not know your history, the knowledge of your Bible will become a mystery. Blessed love. On the northeastern corner of the Caribbean island chain sits the gem of the West Indies, Santa Maria de la Antigua. Antigua, renowned for its sun, sea, and sand. It has also become famously known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Situated between the villages of Jennings, Ebenezer, and Bendel's stands Greencastle Hill, 596 feet of volcanic rocks and lemongrass. These volcanic rocks, which are too numerous to tally, naturally protrude out of the hill and are arranged to correspond to the astronomical clock, the solstices, the equinoxes, and the movements of the stars. This has been confirmed by Dr. Maura Imbert, an astroarchaeologist who conducted a study of several keystones on Greencastle Hill. I have visited Stonehenge in England and have seen for myself the methods utilized by the government and people of that nation to incorporate Stonehenge as a part of its economical development through tourism. Infrastructure has been built around the monument, parking lot, museum, and even a restaurant. And of course, thousands flock to the site during the solstices and equinoxes, and millions visit each year. If preserved, developed, and marketed properly, Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, could attract millions as well, in numbers of persons as well as in dollars and pounds. It will provide employment as well as career opportunities for Antiguans, and it would add to the value and appreciation of Antigua internationally. Greencastle Hill has been used for decades as a site for the creation of aggregates and building materials. As it is already a national park, we as a nation should seriously consider Greencastle Hill and preserve it and utilize it, for it is our national treasure and a sacred hill. The nations and nature will applaud us for such actions. I thank you. Alafia to each and every one. Salamta and blessed love. Honorable Priest Isaac here. It is with great joy that I am happy to announce to you that I have officially released my first ebook, Anno Ancient and Modern Revisited. This is the continuation process of our easy-to-read books. Within the pages of Anno Ancient and Modern Revisited, we take the time to show you the spiritual connection with the island of Antigua and Heliopolis in Kemet in Egypt, with the island of Antigua and the legendary continent of Atlantis. We also highlight Green Castle Hill, also known as Mount Anu, which is known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, with the countless of megaliths that align with the movements of the heavens. This is a must-read for all those who are students of the esoteric realms, astronomy, geology, and ancient sites. Of course, to get a copy of your book, all you have to do is to contact us at area code 1268-728-3162. Call, text, or even WhatsApp. Or you can email us at priestisaac27@gmail.com to get a copy of your ebook, Anno Ancient and Modern. It is an easy to read book, may appear light, but it is extremely heavy. Yes, it does. Subscribe to the Mystic Vibrations Shock of the Hour program today and never miss another episode. The Shock of the Hour is a Radio Anu exclusive program produced every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. By now, I am sure that you are aware that all our programs are packed with information, inspiration, mystic vibrations, as well as hot button topics. Every evening we enter into a different dimension, even if it is a part 2 of the previous program, whether it's history or mystery, biology or philosophy, domestic affairs or the locks of your hair. The mystic vibration is sure to bring something new and interesting to the table every evening. So never miss another episode again. Subscribe to the Shock of the Hour now. And don't forget your key Swahili word of the day and your daily scientific fact. So, to subscribe, give us an email, priestisaac27@gmail.com, or call or WhatsApp us today. Area code 1268-728-3162. The Shock of the Hour. Never miss another program. And a special note to all our new subscribers. All our new subscribers will receive a special copy of the DVD documentary, full length, The Night of the Black Tiger, The Divinity of Marcus Messiah God.